Glowing star Coco Gauff's epic journey. Will this be her WTA Finals championship moment? Under the bright lights of the WTA Finals, where only the strongest survive and only the fearless rise, Coco Gauff stands at the center of the storm, calm, powerful, and ready. The world watches her with breathless anticipation. Every step she takes on the court feels like a step into history, a moment destined to be replayed, re-remembered, and retold for generations. This isn't just another tournament. This is the culmination of a journey, a test of heart, and possibly, finally, her golden moment. A journey that started before the spotlight, before she was the face of the global movement, before stadiums stamped her name in thunderous applause. Coco Gauff was an 8-year-old girl staring at a dream bigger than her hands could hold. Her father trained her under the humid Florida sun. Her mother shaped her discipline with the softness of love and the firmness of belief. She was not born into greatness. She worked into it. Those early years were filled with repetition, sweat, and a hunger that never dimmed. By 15, she shocked Wimbledon. By 17, she became a worldwide symbol of courage and empowerment. And by 19, she lifted her first Grand Slam trophy, proving that the meteoric rise wasn't an accident. It was destiny. But destiny doesn't hand out trophies easily. And the WTA Finals? It asks for something more than talent. It demands fire. The Finals, a battlefield like no other. The WTA Finals are the final frontier of the tennis season. Only 8 qualify. Only 1 survives. Every match feels like a championship match. Every mistake feels expensive, and every victory feels like a crown earned in war. For Coco, this year's finals feel different. Not just because she's older, wiser, stronger, but because she carries something new, a deeper understanding of who she is, both as an athlete and as a woman. She knows the pressure. She's faced the spotlight. She's handled the noise, the expectations, the headlines that can build a player or break them. She has endured heartbreaks, fought through tears the world never saw, and risen from disappointments that would crush lesser spirits. This time, she enters the finals not as a rising star, but as a legitimate contender, a warrior among champions. The weight of expectations and the power behind them. People expect her to reach the final. Fans expect her to lift the trophy. The tennis world expects her to deliver a moment worthy of her legacy. But Coco learned long ago that expectations can feel like chains unless you choose to turn them into wings. She once said, "I play my best tennis when I remember why I started. Not for trophies, but for joy." That joy is what brought her here. And now, that joy fuels her fight. Rivals turned obstacles, the women standing in her way. A champion's road is never smooth, and Coco's path is lined with giants. Iga Swiatek, the relentless world number 1, a machine of precision. Aryna Sabalenka, the powerhouse who strikes with thunder. Elena Rybakina, the cool assassin with laser shot accuracy. Jessica Pegula, the trusted friend on tour, but fierce competitor on court. Ons Jabeur, the magician who bends the game to her will. Each of them brings a different storm, and Coco must weather them all. But lately, something in Coco's game has sharpened her composure. She doesn't panic. She doesn't rush. She reads a moment like a seasoned general and strikes when the opportunity appears. This version of Coco Gauff, she is dangerous. She is fearless. And she is ready. A season that tested her soul. This year wasn't easy for Coco. She battled injuries, overwhelming expectations, and heartbreaks that reminded her she was human. Every loss stung. Every setback felt personal. Every criticism cut deep, but instead of letting those wounds weaken her, she allowed them to mold her. Greatness is not the absence of pain. It is the ability to transform pain into fuel. Every struggle this season shaped her into someone stronger, more focused, more mature. Not just a teenage sensation anymore, but a leader, a fighter, a champion in spirit long before she holds a trophy. The moment she realized, "I belong here." There are turning points in every athlete's career. For Coco, it came not from a victory, but from a loss. A heartbreaking defeat earlier in the year left her crushed. Cameras caught her wiping tears in the locker room hallway. Fans feared she would crumble under the emotional weight. But something remarkable happened. She stood up, She walked onto the next court. She smiled. She fought harder. And she won. That was the moment she understood. She doesn't just belong among the world's best. She is one of them. The court as her kingdom. When Coco steps onto the WTA Finals court, she steps into a place that feels almost sacred. The crowd roars, but she hears only the thump of her heart. The opponents stare, but she sees only the ball. The stakes tower, but she stands taller. Her footwork becomes poetry. Her backhand becomes a blade. Her serve becomes a weapon forged from discipline and belief. Every rally becomes a conversation. Every winner becomes a declaration. Every point becomes a step toward the moment she's been chasing since childhood. Fans around the world believe, perhaps more than ever, from New York to Nairobi, from Manila to Miami, fans feel something extraordinary in the air. Could this be her year? Could this be the tournament where Coco Gauff finally plants her flag at the summit of the WTA Finals? Social media floods with hashtags. Posters rise in stadiums. Kids imitate her serve in dusty village courts. Women get inspired by her courage and composure. Men admire her strength and humility. Coco isn't just a tennis star. She is a global symbol of hope, resilience, and youth rising against all odds. The final question, can she claim the crown? This tournament will not be easy. Champions don't give away victories. The WTA Finals trophy must be earned point by point, breath by breath, moment by moment. But everything in Coco's journey, every sacrifice, every setback, every triumph, every sleepless night, every drop of sweat, every tear shed behind closed doors, has led her here. She stands on the brink of something monumental, and the world stand with her on that cliff, waiting to see if she will take the leap. Will this be her championship moment? Will she rise above the pressure and seize the final jewel of her season? No one can know, but one thing is certain. Coco Gauff is no longer just chasing greatness. She is stepping into it. Whether she wins a trophy or not, her journey is already epic. Her story is already legendary. And her future is brighter than the floodlights that illuminate the final stage. But maybe, just maybe, this is a week the world sees Coco Gauff crowned as a true queen of year-end tennis. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and share. Till next time.